You are into a life-transforming experience as Pastor Prince Abah brings you God's Word with deep insight and power. God bless you.
Those who leverage on it will always go up. Those who refuse to leverage on it will stay down. And that is why you have people on top and people on the down. It's not because life is not fair to everybody. No, that's not it. It's because there are some who decide to treat themselves with class, so they get to the top class. Then there are some who decide to treat themselves with disregard, and then they stay at the down parts. It will be hard for me to enter a place and you treat me anyhow. You can't do that to me. If you even do that to me, I'll go and be asking myself a question. What have I not done? What have I not done? That's why I walk into a meeting where there's crowd. Like that Sunday I walk in. I'll go and sit down somewhere. Even when I was going, I didn't carry everybody. I selected some people to go with me. And there were reasons why I was checking. Get my book. I have long time ago advertised that book, Church in Babylon, I said pay in advance for it. If you know what is hiding there that most of you don't care about, you don't have a culture of reading. Let me tell you, you'll be written out. Pursue whatever you want to pursue without discipline to just read and get information. Put Daniel chapter 1. I'm sorry, you're going to come back. Oh, my love and my heart and passion to see that you move to the next level. It won't let me be. So when I was going on Sunday, I didn't go with everybody. I looked. Where are the guys that have heights? Where are the guys that are dressed well? I called them. I looked at them from head to toe. If there was any blemish, they wouldn't follow me. Because I'm appearing before people that matter. And people will judge me based on the people they see around me. So I'm careful. It's not everybody that goes everywhere with me. I don't carry this guy around with me because he knows anything. No. It's the truth. I only carry him around with me because he has a good body structure. I only carry him around with me because he's fine. I only carry him around with me because if you wear suit, he looks good in it. If you are ugly, I won't carry you no matter how anointed you are. Am I communicating? Ugly doesn't mean that God created you ugly. Ugly is how you present yourself. Everybody is created fine. It's how you present. Hello? As if you look, you will never come around me. Not because you're a bad person, but you are not stepping up. So you can't. You will disgrace, you will dishonor me. And nothing can be more humiliating than when you go to a place where dignitaries are and you're not considered one. Never get lost in the crowd. You would bury yourself before your time. Your real day of burial will happen. That your burial would have happened before the due day of your burial. You would have been long buried. It's not like we are seeking recognition. No. We're seeking to be distinguished. It's not. I don't do anything with recognition. You must call my name. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you must build yourself to a point where who you are becoming distinguishes you from who you were. Be an eagle, not a chicken. It's pure water that has opened up this whole message. Pure water. Pure water. Pure water. Do you think if I was a commoner when I appeared at that ministry that Sunday, you think they would have called my name and given me special recognition and given me the microphone to say something about Pastor Abah? And then I will come there and take authority. My posture will tell you an honorable is here. My language will tell you somebody who is important is here. You will see me doing doing poor. Timid. I hate timidity. Once I sit around the person, I dodge. Because timid people always have victimization mindset. self-victimization. They're always victims of everything. And it's a big injustice you're doing yourself to carry such a mindset. More power, more fire. Listen to this. More of you in my life. In the 3rd year of the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came to Jerusalem and besieged it. Go down quickly. Hope I'm not wasting your time. And the Lord gave Jehoiakim, king of Judah, into his hand with some of the articles of the house of God, which he carried into the land of Shinar to the house of his God, and he brought the articles into the treasure house of God. Please, from verse 3. Now put amplified. If you read this book, that book, the church in Babylon, is Daniel that I destroyed there. Then the king instructed, amplified, sir. And the Babylonian king told Aspenaz, the master of his eunuchs, to bring in some of the children of Israel. Everybody says some. Everybody says some. So this king went to Jerusalem and besieged. What it means is he went and took captive all of the men of Israel, took them captive and brought them to his kingdom. But out of the many people, see what the king said. He said, find for me some of the children of Israel, both of the royal family and the nobility. Bring me men who are royalties. Then bring me men who are from the noble family. Don't bring me the commoners. If you bring me the commoners, they will mess up the palace. Bring me those who have been through royalty, those who know how nobility works. Bring them in. Verse 4. Youths. The interesting thing is that they are always looking for youth. The job market is always looking for youth. Employers of labor always looking for youths. It's always youths. Your youthful time is the prime of your life. It's the most useful time of your life. All that future you want is now. You must have it. If you're a young man and you can't resemble Daniel, when do you want to resemble him? In old age? Do you know your beauty surfaces in your youth? As a young lady, when you are growing from babyhood into adolescence and growing into puberty and all that, that's when your beauty blossoms. It's not even when you're a child. It's that time that's why it's the time you are a hot chick. Every guy wants to prize you. That's the period premarital sexual pressure is on the young ladies, because that's when you blossom. That's the flowering stage of your life. If you look at flowers, their beauty is more in the morning. You see them. That morning time is when you see the beauty because of the dew that is upon them. You see the beauty of the flower. In the evening, after sun has beaten them, they now shrink. That green carpet grass is usually beautiful in the morning. Read your Bible. All the ladies who were ladies of exploit were in their young age. They were in their prime. Queen Esther was just a teenager. Deborah was just a young girl. Ruth was just a young girl. All of them were in their prime. They were at the best stage of their life. If you miss that period, you have destroyed your whole life. How can you be treating yourself as an old man in a young age? Anything I can't do now, I can't do it when I'm even 50 or 60. My father in the Lord is 57 years, if I'm correct. Now, I'm in my 30s. And I'm following the man at a level. I'm not anywhere in my 40s. So in case you are thinking this man has hit 40 already. I'm somewhere in my 30s. As I'm watching him do the things he's doing. That's how I'm bomber to bomber, following. The target is that by 40, they are shaking things I would have done. That when you look finally and say, wow, this guy doing all these things just in his 40s. There's an age strength will fail you. You don't see me behave like a 30 person. It's not anywhere around me. Most people meet me, how old do you think I am? 45 or 47. So you are just being a fool. Because it's this period of your life where everything you go and check, go and read through the Daniels and the rest. It's at that stage where your life must begin to count. If you don't move yourself to a level of prominence and significance, when you are at the prime of you're finished. Age will come to you so quickly. Strength will leave you so quickly. Maturity is not age. Age is just a number. My friend Jerry is just 41 years now. He's even far away. In terms of his age, he's even ahead. Selman, my friend, is even ahead of me. I think he's 42 or no, he's beyond that. 40 what now? 48, 43 now. Once you cross 40 and you're approaching 50, a greater part of your life has started winding away from you. Your strength and your energy, your zeal and your passion is leaving you technically without knowing. That period is a period where you must give a maximum attention to your life. You see, when you are in your 20s, running all the way to your 30s, make sure you do not play with your life, your ministry, your calling, your purpose. Don't play with that. Watch. See the criteria now. And some of you you allow anxiety to be wasting your life. You allow depression to be wasting your life. You allow hookup to be wasting your life. You allow laziness and idleness at a young age. This is your time of strength, my friend. If you don't deploy your strength and deploy your brain and deploy everything within you, you're finished. There are some of my messages I would select them and give you guys, and I'll be writing the age I was when I preached them. Some of them 24. My first book was published at 22. From 15 even all the way to 16, I was already a school evangelist, from secondary schools to secondary schools, everywhere, influencing my generation. Somebody who started that early, why won't he mature so fast? We are trying to introduce you to something new. Some of you say no, you don't want. Some of you, your parents will be looking for you to come and pay obeisance if you had grown yourself. You are still the same Cynthia they know. That's why they're harassing you. Because you don't want to read. You just want to be emotional. You don't want to build inside. You think your beauty is for a guy. Your beauty is for favor. It's not for a guy, it's for favor. When you have the beauty within and you have the beauty without, it naturally compels favor to come in your direction. When there's beauty within and there's beauty without, it compels you. That beauty within is the inner substance, the inner wealth, the inner treasure. That's inner virtues. It now makes you a highly sought after lady. That's what you see in Ngozi Chimamanda that makes her stand out from the crowd. So when you see her in TEDx conference talking, don't you admire that? That's beauty. Don't you know Ngozi Chimamanda? That's beauty. When you see her book Americana, you see half of a yellow sun. You see is it in Biafra, Nigeria died or whatever, all those are book on civil war. And she's just a young lady shaking the world. You are sleeping and smelling. There's no way you will have favor You need some challenges in your life, my friend. You need some challenges in your life. You need to now begin to dream wild and dream big. If there's a time to operate as an executive and a CEO, is now. Tony Elumelu is reaping now what he invested in his youth. Share it is this Saturday at Presco. They will hear things. Gather them, jam that whole place. If it doesn't jam, I won't come there. After that, another campuses. Now I'm going to campus. I want to go and harvest a generation of people to train. It's not this one that they are holding chairs and just pray. I will pray. It's not enough to I will pray. I will train. It's not just pray and pray. You combine the two. We are looking for Daniels in this generation. Not just for they are laughing at you with all that. But carry and carry wisdom. Youth without blemish. Are you seeing the criteria he gave? He didn't say just bring everybody. See, look for youths who have no blemish, well favored in appearance and skillful in all wisdom, discernment and understanding, apt in learning. In learning knowledge, is a competent to stand and serve in the king's palace, and to teach them the literature and language of the Chaldeans. Verse 5. See where he's rolling out criteria. If you want to bring people into the service of the kings, see who to bring in. Look at the criteria. And the king assigned for them a daily portion of his rich and dainty food and of the wine which he drank. They were to be educated and so nourished for 3 years. Everybody said 3 years. Look at this time involved in raising you. You want to see manifestation after 1 day of training? You're joking. For 3 years, that at the end of that time they might stand before the king. So even though they are coming from royal families, they are from the noble houses, they are without blemish, they are without any physical defect, they have understanding of all languages, they are up to learning, they have understanding and wisdom. He said with all those criteria, still put them in training again. 3 years. Do you know, with everything that I know and have, I'm still going back to trainings. Among these were of the children of Judah, Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. The chief of the eunuchs gave them names. Daniel he called, but okay, go down. Let's leave all the names. Verse 8. But Daniel determined in his heart that he would not defile himself by eating his portion of the king's rich and dainty food, or by drinking the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the chief of the eunuchs that he might be allowed not to defile himself. Youths without defilement are the ones this generation is looking for. Look at, I don't want all those things that kings takes pleasure in eating. Allow me to have discipline. I need discipline. I need a level of concentration for my future. Look at this. Now God made Daniel to find favor, compassion, and loving kindness with the chief of the eunuchs. Yeah. And the chief of the eunuchs said to Daniel, I fear lest my lord the king, who has appointed your food, and blah blah blah. So the guy was afraid that this food is appointed by the king, so I don't know how you want to resist it. The next verse 11 quickly as I close. Then said Daniel to the steward whom he, okay, go down. This is him replying him. Prove your servants, I beseech you, for 10 days, and let us be given a vegetable diet and water to drink only. Remove all your meat, remove all your chicken, remove all your talk. Just give us vegetable diets. Give us fruits, give us vegetables, and give us plenty of water. We're okay with that. We are not interested in those appetizing food. We don't want, because there are things we want to devote our time to study. There are things we want to devote our time to do. Out of it is we want to devote our time to pray, but apart from that, we want to devote ourselves to study. So don't bombard us with food, because when we have eaten and eaten and eaten, the natural thing is for you to go and sleep. Food overpowers your body, that your body will not have space to go and do the job you should do. The natural thing is to hit the bed and sleep. This is one of the things wasting a lot of youths. Food. If you've not eaten, your face is frowning. Food is making fools out of a lot of people. Food. Verse 13, and I think that's the end. I'll close it. Then let our appearance and appearance of the youths who eat of the king's rich dainties be observed and compared by you, and deal with us, your servants, according to what you see. What the man is saying is that you think food is what makes people look fine. It's not just food alone. Take the food away, give us vegetable and water. Let us feed on the other one that these guys will not feed on. When we appear, our countenances will be different from theirs. It's only food that nourishes you. Wisdom does. Knowledge also brightens the countenance of your physique. That's why if Chimamanda walks inside here, you will know a dignitary has entered. I don't know, there's this power in books that can reshape your life. Because when you read books, you are mingling with the mind of the authors. If I read books by Mike Murdoch, I read books by T.D. Jakes, I read books by Norman Vincent Peale, I read books by great authors, John C. Maxwell on leadership, Dr. Miles Moron. I read all those books. What happens is that you think you're just reading letters. You are mingling and you are having fellowship with the mind of the authors. A diffusion will take place at the end of the day. You will start reflecting some traits in those authors without knowing. You just start reflecting some traits in those authors. So reading affects your life. It affects your countenance. It affects your physique. It affects your overall performance. I know people who don't read by just looking at them. Watch their countenance in meetings. You'll be wondering, God, it looks so off. Even watch sitting posture, it looks off. When knowledge is coming, they are turned off. But when comedy is coming, they are turned on. They are not reading. And you are harming your life without knowing. One day you will see it. Verse 14. So the man consented to them. Go to verse 15 quickly. And at the end of 10 days, it was seen that they were looking better and had taken on more flesh than all the youths who ate of the king's rich dainties. Yeah, go down. Let's leave this one. As for these 4 youths, God gave them knowledge and skill in all learning. Everybody say all learning. God gave them knowledge and skill in all learning. If you had been reading, there are some things I want to do, like maybe this my campus tour I want to do now. If I give you a mic for some of you who are ladies, you might just come there and waste your time. But if I have a Chimamanda growing under me, give her a mic. Mine is to be sitting down and be proud, because she's going to dissect wisdom in such a way that ladies will look and say, who is that girl? I want to be like her. You don't get there overnight. It's not makeup that takes you there. After this fine earring you finish wearing, and this your fine robe, the difference is if I give you a mic where I put 1,000 girls to hear you, can you talk and make sense? Have you seen Mildred Okonkwo? Mildred Okonkwo is Kingsley Okonkwo's wife. Have you seen her? Can you be a Mildred for ladies? Can you be a Joyce Meyer for ladies? And it's not just talking. It's what you are saying. Is it in your own life, or are you just talking? That's why I don't give people mic to just talk. When you finish talking, we go home and observe you. The generation has a mentorship gap because our congregation is sitting down and doing we kava until we are changed. It's not only kava that does the changing. Go and study to show yourself approved of God. Discipleship code, small book. You can't read. And you want to rule your word. You're cheating yourself, not me. My investment is my blessing to my word. Your own investment is your blessing to your word. Your lack investment, sorry, you are smelling and disgusting even before me. Let me ask you a question. Who is a footballer here? You play very well. Who is a footballer here? You play football. Who is a footballer here? So nobody plays football here. You play football. Have you ever sat under a coach before? In a back league here? And there are times your coach maybe gives you a pat at the back and tells you you're doing well. Let me ask you a question now. If they take you the way you are now and bring you before Mourinho, you know Mourinho, the coach that once coached Arsenal, do you think all the things that your coach in Abakaliki gave you praise for, that Mourinho will give you praise for them? Hello? Mourinho will take your life and turn it upside down. Because Mourinho is not coaching a local club. He's coaching a global club. Those of you whose face always look like you are angry when I'm talking this thing to you, you know the issue is that you want a local coach. You don't want a Mourinho coach who will train you for the globe. And I have no problem with you. As you grow older, you'll be able to differentiate between love and what I call enough love. You know what you need to take your word is enough love, not love. He does not love me, he doesn't talk nicely. It's love you're looking for, likeness. You want somebody who will pamper you. Local is where you're ending. Yeah. Yeshu. I think I'm done. Is it verse 18? I think I'm done. Go and read it and get notice. And you see, it's in your Bible. I have a whole book. I published it on the group. I said, everybody pay for a copy between now and so time. This is the price to go for in the market. But for you, nobody inboxed me. When I see things like that, I see this timidity. It's not. It's you don't believe in yourself. Nobody can inbox and say, Pastor, can I get a copy? How? Which account am I sending it to? You are a robber of yourself, a robber of your own destiny, a robber. Do you cajole me to read? Whose future is brightening? Is it your own or my own? Do you cajole me to read? Shebi, you do graphics. You see how many hours it takes me to correct small things you do. You see how my eye sees things that you don't see. Is it me is it you I'm undoing? It's myself I'm undoing if I don't grow. Investment within is what controls and gives birth to the assets without. No investment inside, there will be no investment outside. No asset inside, there will be no asset outside. So be more concerned about what is traveling inside of you than what you look for or what you're looking for outside. Be more concerned about that. We'll close now. Just say what you want to say. Hello, pure water gave rise to all that. Pure water. And then the fact that I asked how many people have read this and nobody raised up their hand. Those are the two things that gave rise to all this teaching. That guy who is pursuing knowledge, that guy, that lady who is crazy for growth is the one who will rule the world, not the one who decides to sit under the bench. See now, the guy who is not feeling fine. See me strong now. You know why? Knowledge is like medicine to me. Wisdom is like medication to me. I don't see where they are talking knowledge and dodge. I enter. I want to know what they are saying. I want to know what's going. I want to acquire knowledge, acquire wisdom. I want to grow. I want to grow in skills, in competence, in everything that can.
For the continuation of this message, please play the next track.